All right. Black Power, we in the house, family. It's the general. Y'all know what it is. KingSeti.com, online marketplace. Official General Sarah Seti DVDs, t-shirts, hoodies. We got African and Kemetic jewelry for the family out there. Fly. Do you hear what I just told you? Fly. African and Kemetic jewelry got a lot of things coming to the site. Very excited. Go on over there and check us out. Patreon, General Sarah Seti, official and exclusive live streams by the General. You only gonna see on that's a bit heavy shit popping off tonight. You understand what I'm saying? The seed of the devil on the planet. Who is the seeds of the devil on the planet Earth? You see what I'm saying? Well, I'm gonna take it up a notch. You see what I'm saying? And so if you want to see that exclusive live stream, then you most definitely should get on over there to Patreon, General Sarah Seti, and become a patron so you can see them other 100 heavyweight live streams. And so, and for, that mega African advanced library system, we're talking about GeneralSeti.com, Seti University, over 700 videos, classic shit. I mean, just classic. I mean, black Netflix. You want to get on over there and become a part of that. You understand? You just be what they call binging on some damn General Seti lectures and information back. And it ain't just lectures, it's behind the scene footage, radio, video interviews, street debates, in the house debates. I mean, it's just classic information from city to city, backyard to yard. Y'all need to check me out, GeneralSeti.com, Seti University, and make sure that you subscribe to both of my YouTube channels, General Seti and Sarah Seti. If you go to the bottom right corner, you'll see that subscribe button. Hit that shit, boop, and make sure you hit that notification bell so you know when I'm going live, and like the video because you love it. Share it with everybody, okay? And so today, I'm warming up because I'm about to get on these, on these airs. They're over there, with that old fake ass parade. You understand what I'm saying? And, a lot of people will let it, water run under the bridge, but I let them, pop it off. I should have blasted their ass, but I had to take time to take it in, because it ain't the first time the mayor's been over there thieving and acting like that's their culture, knowing damn well at any time that they want that smoke, nigga, just holler at me. And I got you. You understand what I'm saying? I'm going to run you right back to Arabia about them deserts where you come from. You understand what I'm saying? You and your camels. So holler at me over there, Hawass, wherever you at. I got something for you. Nah, today, family, is because we got to set the record straight. You understand what I'm saying? That all of Africa belong to African people, every fucking inch. And I'm not giving up no inch. Some of you niggas out there tap, on everything. Oh, I don't know. Maybe it was some European. No. Not Seti. I raised the sword on their ass and for every inch. And so today, most definitely, we got to deal with North Africa because a lot of people see they trying to steal North Africa. You understand what I'm saying? They call this shit Afro-Asiatic or Hermetic or whatever the fuck they want to call it. And they act as if Africans below the Sahara has nothing to do with North Africa. And we got to fight that. And I see that, with the, and I'm just dealing with this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you niggas is out there on some spooky spaceship shit. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all on all kind of dumb shit, which gives them the opportunity to, try to pull these stunts off. Because y'all niggas not really fighting with the heavyweight information and shit that, the general bring to their ass. Motherfucker talking about, I tell you what, I'll be the last motherfucker on the list for some goddamn debates or anything. I know it for a fact. I'll be the last motherfucker on the list. You understand what I'm saying? But you motherfuckers up out there talking about motherfuckers, using all type of, artificial methods of building. See, they can get away with it. As long as you all into the goddamn mystical, magical, you understand what I'm saying? And under the water information and all that shit, then they could steal, the Holy Land from us. But today, we're going to be dealing with Carthage. Let me get this on up here. I want to be moving today and grooving today. Get it on up. Yeah, make sure you subscribe. Don't you miss shit. There we go. Now, a lot of people don't know as much about Carthage other than Hannibal. Hannibal is pretty popular. You know what I'm saying? But he still got to be explained to a lot of people because Carthage, was destroyed, and it's not a lot of information that's being provided about Carthage. You understand what I'm saying? Because just like Egypt, a lot of information was, literally and, destroyed. You understand? Just like, the Library of Alexandria. You understand what I'm saying? You ain't got, and you trying to hide these facts of African superiority and supremacy, then you destroy the thing that belonged to the African. But we know that Carthage was, the major empire in North Africa. You know what I'm saying? Primarily from about let me get my dates together. You understand? They have evidence of, Carthage, existence and the Carthaginian state in existence around almost 900 BC. You see what I'm saying? And so, Carthage would be, get into major wars with this Roman thug, this Roman savage. You understand what I'm saying? Who started to, rise up in that area. And so there would be three major wars, which they call the Punic Wars on the Mediterranean. I'm gonna get some maps up here. So we can go to work. And like I said, you could do your further research. You understand what I'm saying? When when you get a chance, you can do further research on this. Let me move some of these maps up here. I love the map. I like to go to work on the map. So I got a lot of good maps for the family today. And so, you know what I'm saying? So we could, I love the maps because it really say a lot. Okay, now, what we looking at right here, and I'll just go through because this is going to be, a very power-packed but short video. Now, when we're dealing with Carthage, you can see this is at 264 BC. 264 BC. And so when you look, you see Carthage is dominating North Africa. You see what I'm saying? And not only dominating North Africa, many of these islands that you assume to be European today was first areas that belonged to Africa. Sardinia, Corsica, which today is, considered to be parts of European nations, but that's after the fact. The first inhabitants, the first rulers of these areas were African, even the mainland European. Okay? Because the Etruscans, and a lot of people don't understand, do the research, the Etruscans was in league, and the Etruscans was before the Romans. Shit, that's where the Romans got their motherfucking information from. The Etruscans sided with Carthage in the goddamn battle, but we also had some niggas of that day that sided with that Caucasoid against their brother, and that was the Numidians under Masinasius. You understand what I'm saying? Under Masinasius, you understand what I'm saying? Who sided with the Romans to help defeat the Carthaginians. You understand what I'm saying? And they referred to them Numidians in many literatures as Moors. You understand? And I did that in my documentary own the Moors. You understand that and so these niggas been trading for a long damn time. The Moors also were sacked, Songhai, sacked fucking Ghana, sacked Timbuktu. You understand what I'm saying? So these your good old Moors and shit. You see? And so you see right here that not only did they rule North Africa, they controlled the Mediterranean by controlling what we call the Straits of Gibraltar. You understand what I'm saying? Right there going, from the Mediterranean emptying out to the Atlantic Ocean. And so it's even spoken of that the Carthaginians, which were a heavy maritime nation. You see what I'm saying? And this is an extension of the Nile Valley. You understand what I'm saying? When they went into the Carthaginian, digging up the Carthaginian, they found so much Egyptian relics, it proves the fact of the presence and the influence of Egypt on all of Africa. And so the Carthage was probably the last stronghold of Africans in North Africa. You understand what I'm saying? In a major way. You know what I'm saying? It was probably the last mighty empire of African people in North Africa. You see what I'm saying? And so let me get on up here. You see, now, the thing is about the Carthaginians, it is said that they are descendants of the Phoenicians. You understand? Now, we know that to be biblical. You understand what I'm saying? We know that to be biblical. So the terms that we use, you just have to, you understand, but you got to peel back and shit because, as they lying, they're developing the lie, but they tell some truths that they wish they wouldn't have said in when they wrote that book. And that's why they keep updating that motherfucker every damn day, because there's some lies that they trying to clean up out of there. Okay. And so when you deal with Phoenicia is the northernmost point of what they call Canaan. Okay, now we know in the Bible of Canaan, you understand what I'm saying? Cursed be Canaan. And the Canaanites, according to all the biblical information, was black. Okay, because he was the son of Ham. And we know that, they cursed the whole goddamn bloodline from the patriarch Ham, who was the son of Noah. He was the one that fathered these so-called nations of Canaan, of Mizraim, which was Egypt, Ethiopia. We know that to be the lie, but we just going in for the simple truths that they wish they would not have said. And the fact is, in the Bible, that Canaan was the brother of Egypt and was the brother of Ethiopia. And we know Ethiopia to mean burnt face. So ain't no goddamn way you gonna be the brother of a burnt face unless you burnt face. Or you're a goddamn albino, but you ain't gonna be nothing other than that. You see what I'm saying? The brother of an Ethiopian is an Ethiopian. And the only man that could give birth to an Ethiopian is an Ethiopian. How the fuck it don't reverse like that, where something can give to a black, you ain't gonna get no pale man to produce no goddamn chocolate man. Okay, so we understand that. So if Ham is the father of Ethiopia, he had to be burnt face. You understand what I'm saying? So this is the information that I want to extract from that. You understand what I'm saying? Fuck all the story and shit. What did y'all identify these nations? And they identified these nations as African nations, and that's why they cursed. Okay, plain and simple. You understand? Get them out the way. There's a cursed race. You understand what I'm saying? And so if they thought that if the Arab and the European thought, why would the fuck they talk about it like that? They ain't never talked about Greece or Rome the way they talk about Egypt and you know what I'm saying? The way they talk about Ethiopia and destroy Have you ever seen any goddamn Europeans go into Greece and just knock the goddamn temple down, going and just knocking, you know what I'm saying? They try, so they didn't do the same thing that they did to those nations which they perceived to be their own nations. You see what I'm saying? So technically, the Carthaginians were colonists from Phoenicia, okay, which is another, like I said, the upper portion of Canaan. And I guess, after the fall of Canaan and after all the fall of the so-called Israelites, which is garbage, then came a Phoenicia. And we know that all to be garbage. You understand what I'm saying? But we're going to look at it at every step because we need to know this. So Canaan, let me get where I need to be so we can understand this. Let me get where I need. Okay, right here. So you got Carthage right there, coming out of Phoenicia, Phoenicia coming out of Canaan, Canaan coming out of Ham. See, and this is where you're gonna get Cam. This ain't where you get Cam, but this is where they get Ham. You see what I'm saying? It's the same term, black. You see, I got all the definitions straight up out, and I know you need, motherfucker got crackatosis, and you need the literature of a European somewhere on the document that this shit could be true. So I got that for you. And so we understand that Egypt in the Bible was called the land of Ham. Okay, which means if he was black, and that's what it means. And so all these people that say that, another thing which fucked them up, because in the definitions of when they talk about Ham, they say Ham himself, that term means black. Well, then once you understand Cam and Kim and Ham is all the same thing, that destroys the myth that when the Egyptians called their land kemet or kemet, that they were just talking about the land, because Ham is an individual and a person. And even then, if you read or study the story of Canaan, who molded the first Africans on a potter's wheel, he used the black mud of the Nile to mold African woman and African man. Okay, so we trying to, and understand, and why am I doing this again? To sweep away any concept that the Caucasoid have any home in Africa. If he came in, he conquered and took it from the indigenous people, which is our people, and that's the only way that it happened, because you're not indigenous to the land. Because I seen you in your, with your sun hats on and all in long sleeves over there in the shadows, trying to avoid the power of Ra. And then I looked up on the wall and I seen the Africans almost naked, just got on what little things to cover their privates and shit, and living we see the Egyptians up there. So they ain't got no clothes on, so they got melanin as protection. And then you look right over here and you see the damn Caucasoid with full clothing on, like they ain't goddamn Northern Europe some damn wear sun hats. So I seen right there, these are not the same people. Right there, I don't need no damn literature. It wasn't you. And if you can't even stand in the sun, how in the hell you gonna make me believe you was pulling some 100-ton blocks and shit, and y'all can't even pick goddamn cotton in goddamn Georgia? You needed Africans to do that, so you ain't gonna make me believe you put up them megalithic structures in a goddamn desert. You understand what I'm saying? And it didn't wipe y'all ass out. You understand what I need to see evidence of skin cancer in Egypt, because it would have been evident if they was Caucasoid. So I'm gonna leave that there for anybody that need to eat on that. Okay, now we see Hannibal here. And a lot of people dispute whether this is Hannibal. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people dispute whether this is Hannibal. And say it could have been. I don't give a goddamn. It connects that African to that elephant. And so they was the riders. It don't make no goddamn difference. They trained, and it was Hannibal. And we can see that he has some form of lock on his head. You understand what I'm saying? And even if we go to Nag Hammadi. And you go to Nile Kemet in Sudan, you see they was training the elephants there. And so we know that how in the hell you gonna even get an elephant unless you come to Africa? You understand what I'm saying? So this is an art form that would have taken, hundreds, if not thousands of years to master. You understand? Because it's gonna take you at least 500 years to get the nuts to run up on this motherfucker. You understand what I'm saying? You ain't gonna just start training. You got to get some heart, and you got to have a big ass heart to run up on an elephant for any damn thing. So you know what I'm saying? So you talking about an art form that would have taken, literally thousands and thousands of years to develop. Now, Hannibal's father, Hamilcar, Bar you see a Barker, okay? Hamilcar Barker, okay? So you see Ham, and people don't understand that because they don't understand the root of the word. You understand? And I'm gonna back it up as I, move through. And so just like you got Hamilcar, who is the father of Hannibal, that taught him. He said, you know what? The motherfuckers across the Mediterranean, the motherfuckers they call the Romans. You keep your eye on them motherfuckers because one day you gonna have to deal with them. And that's what he told his son. And so you see, so we see right there, and just like you got Hamilcar, that just like the motherfucker they say is the lawgiver to the so-called Babylonians, what they call it? Hammurabi. People don't look at that shit, how they coded in there. People, and I look because I know the term. That just like the so-called whole dynastic literature that come out of Africa. Where did they find? Nag Hammadi. You understand? The Nag Hammadi Gospels. And so they keep the Ham and the Abraham, Bethlehem, and Ham and Ham is the same thing. That in these languages that we call the so-called Medunata and so-called Hebrew and Arabic, they don't have vowels, so the A and the E can be interchangeable. So when you got Ham, you got him. Abraham, Bethlehem. Him and Ham is the same thing. Now they'll go with the him and try to fool you. And so once you know Beth means house and Lee means of, and then you say Ham, which means black, we understand it to mean the house of the black God or the house of the black people. Okay? I want y'all to understand that, and I stand on that 2,000 million goddamn %. Okay, and so again, we studying the wars, and that just show you we done been at it with these motherfuckers for so long, and I don't understand what you think you're gonna get out of this motherfucker, and you got so many goddamn hundreds and thousands of years of documentation. There ain't been shit else. First Punic War wasn't enough. 264, 241. Then the Second Punic War, 218 to 201. And finally, the Third Punic War, 149 to 146. Hamilcar, his father, lived between 275 to 228 BC, and Hannibal himself lived approximately between 247 to 183 or 181 BC. So we talking about, the turn of that millennium. You understand what I'm saying? The term of the millennium, where they're going to start the world back over at zero. You just going to start at zero. Let me tell y'all something. I want to tell y'all this just so in case you understand this shit. Ain't no motherfucker who ancient gonna start all the way over like that. Motherfucker, that's your beginning. That's your motherfucker. When they start at zero, that's their beginning. That's the birth of fuck that. That's the birth of Caucasoids. That's what that is. Cro-Magnon Neanderthal. You understand what I'm saying? Because no ancient man would wipe away all the things that he done and start over at no damn zero. Okay? No way. You understand what I'm saying? So that right there just let you know that that's exactly where they began at. And that's where, and so let's move forward. You see here again, you're looking at the extent of the Carthaginian Empire, all through Spain, You understand what I'm saying? Or what you call Portugal, or through, ruling all the, what today you call Morocco. You understand what I'm saying? So if you look over there and you see the pale Arab over there, you know how he got there. He conquered and pillaged. None of it belonged to them. And I'm going to go back even further than that to prove even from Tassili-Angir. You understand what I'm saying? And, that the black Africans, and there ain't no other kind of goddamn African, but I had to state that because some of y'all believe that there are other kind of, ain't no other kind of African but a black African. Everybody else is an invader or the goddamn descendant of an invader. That's it. Okay, you ain't no goddamn African. You an invader or a descendant of an invader. But you ain't no damn African. I don't give a fuck how long you stay. You got to go. You understand what I'm saying? So it show you that many of those islands that's in the Mediterranean, Sicily, Corsica, Sardinia, all of that was originally belonged to Africa. So if you turn the map upside down and look at it from the view of African people, you will see that, this is African territory. You understand what I'm saying? Even down into Europe, the mainland Europe originally belonged to African people. Okay, let me come on down and do this. Come on. Keep it moving. And we see right here, some people put it up there, but I'm all right with that. The reason why I'm all right, because I got the definitions that they give to him. Fuck whether he live. Okay, y'all say, oh, what is this? Oh, swarthy, black. Oh, okay, I can work with that. Then we're not confused about who the original peoples of the land. And you see right there where it's yellow, they try to say Afro-Asiatic. You see, that's their way of saying, that's still some racist shit, because even though they say he black, they say he's a dark-skinned Caucasoid. You understand what I'm saying? Whatever the fuck that means. Which one come first? The white, the pale Caucasoid or the dark-skinned Caucasoid? Need to know that. You understand? Because I didn't know it was no such thing as no dark-skinned Caucasoid. But that just show you the extent that they go to lie and try to steal our history from us. We can't let them do that. So we see the land. As a matter of fact, before we even go any further, let me go on and get the documentation so I can go on and crack here. And then when we bring forth this info, on Carthage being an extension of the Nile Valley, I prove it hand down. So you see Ham right here at the top, which is the patriarch of supposedly the African tribes. You understand? And in the Bible, Egypt is called the land of Ham. Don't fall out. We understand, for all my family out there, we use and we peeling it back to peel, we squeezing the juice. What we can use, we use it. Everything else you throw that you discard. Okay, so we understand Egypt to be called the land of Ham, which means if Ham means Swarthian, let us get straight to it. Let us get straight. Now, this is one, and this come out of I done showed it many times. It's a Christian encyclopedia. Come out about the 1900s. I got the front of the cover somewhere, and I didn't show it on many videos, so I don't have to show it right now. And it says Ham or Cham, and I put that in there because you get Champa over there with the Khmer, Angkor Wat. You understand? Ankh or Waset or whatever, how you want to say it. Ham or Cham, and what does it say? Burnt, swarthy, black. That's key. That's very, very key. And he wrote that. I'm glad you wrote that. You understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna most definitely bring it to you. Okay? And I don't, I can go into but it says down here, Ham was the father of Cush, Mizraim, Punt, and Canaan. And Canaan is the father of Phoenicia, and out of Phoenicia supposedly came the Carthaginians. So we can trace it back. Now, if Ham or Cham mean burnt or swarthy or black, then all of his sons. And so that's where we get the Ethiopia Kush, which is Ethiopia, being burnt faith. And so if the daddy black, and then you got a son called Ethiopia, and then Mizraim and Canaan are the brothers of these burnt, then we understand that they are also black. And that's the only key that I want to bring out of that. Okay? And it says for Ham, it is believed that he had Africa for his inheritance and that he peopled it, but he dwelt in Egypt. And that's very significant. Africa is called the land of Ham in several places of the Psalms. Okay? And it also said many writers have been of opinion that the posterity of Ham, his bloodline, suggested the design and formed the presumptuous project of building the Tower of Babel. Nimrod. It ain't no assumption. If you go in the goddamn bloodline, Nimrod is the son of Ethiopia. You fucked up. So shouldn't be of no opinion unless God slipped up and gave us the wrong goddamn information. How the fuck is it gonna be of opinion? You getting it right out the damn Bible. You see what I'm saying? So God slipped up, gave us some wrong information then. And you know better than God. You understand what I'm saying? And so you gonna correct God so you can correct us. Okay, good. I understand now. And so when we go up here, we also see Cush is Ethiopia, Canaan, and these is all brothers. You see what I'm saying? Even Nimrod was the son of Cush. You understand? Which means he was also black. Okay, and that includes Chaldea, Assyria, and Babylonia. So when we speak of Canaan, we also speaking of black people. Now, let me go here. Do I need to go here? Not right now. Not right now. I don't need to go here. Let me get back up here to the top. You know what I'm saying? And so, again, we see here, now we understand that this is Canaan, and we understand that their brother is Egypt. Now you got these motherfuckers got this city called Byblos. And see, now they trying to be tricky because they want to make it seem as if the Phoenicians are the founders. This is where you get phonetics. You understand what I'm saying? The alphabet, which they got from Egypt. You understand what I'm saying? Which they got from fucking Egypt. Ain't no Phoenician created shit. What he got is the Egyptian alphabet. That's exactly what he get. And so Byblos is another word for papyrus. So we understand that in the Nile Valley, you know, that this is where language, the utensils of writing, all of that was created. So, you know, to sit here and so we understand that Bible is also synonymous with papyrus. So we understand that the original Bibles were the spiritual papyruses coming up out of the Nile Valley. And so you see Sidon, another city of Phoenicia, which was one of the major sons of Canaan, who was a black. And also, which we'll deal with, and you probably wouldn't understand that because unless you're a straight Bible thumper. You understand what I'm saying? I don't want to just go in there, but I just wanted to peel back the fact that they showed that this bloodline of Egypt, and that's another thing, because if you go into the university system and you look at the intellectualism of today, they try to separate Nubia from Egypt. You see that, don't you? But in the Bible, they say that they brothers. You understand? In the white, see, he fucking up. You understand what I'm saying? So his Bible say one thing, and then the university say another. You know, his intellectuals say another, that the Egyptians and the Nubians is two whole different races and shit. You know what I'm saying? Go in the Bible, Ethiopia and Egypt is brother. Got the same father. See, you're lying. You're lying, Cro-Magnon. We got you now. We got you, Cro-Magnon. You see what I'm saying? You got to quit this now because we keep, and this is facts. You understand what I'm saying? And so, you know, make sure we dealing with Sidon, we dealing with Byblos. You see what I'm saying? And so we see here, you know, again, in the, I believe this might be, the second. I don't know if this was they got a little bit of the first, the second, and the third in there, 264. You see what I'm saying? So they showing you some, the Romans is now seizing, a lot of land, back, from, a seizing land from Carthage. You see what I'm saying? They're seas and land, but like I say, they got help from, and then we got to deal with that. We love our people, we love our land, but a traitor is a traitor. You understand what I'm saying? And we got a lot of niggas that will trade on their people, and it's documented. That don't mean the whole of the people is that way. All people got traitors, they notorious, and most people deal with their traitor. We have not dealt with our traitor. That's why we continue to have so many. Maybe if we did the things that other people do, but sometimes, they say we can't find it in our hearts to be as brutal as some of these motherfuckers. But hey, even Benjamin with Benedict Arnold, that motherfucker had to flee. He didn't just. Our traders can trade on us and walk around in the same fucking community and don't even have to fear. You understand what I'm saying? Any type of repercussions or any motherfucking thing. You see what I'm saying? And so a very key thing, and I laugh and I keep laughing. I say, well, goddamn, people should stop this. You know what I mean? This is research 101. You see what I'm saying? When you talk about the major God, you know what? Before I even step over there, let me show y'all this. Which, a lot of people show they show the coin with the Hannibal on the horse, but this is a Roman statue of a war elephant recovered from Herculaneum. Now, Herculaneum was right damn there next to Pompeii. So when Pompeii, when Mount Vesuvius, erupted and all that ash and all that molten and lava and all that, but it was mainly that ash. You see what I'm saying? It was mainly that ash that covered, it also covered Herculaneum. And so this is a statue showing, and you can see the brother got a goddamn afro on his head. You understand what I'm saying? There's no goddamn doubt about it. You understand what I'm saying? So if any time, the Africans were the ancient trainers of this art form, and they took that to India before it was India. Before it was India. So this is where they get their training from. You understand what I'm saying? And I want y'all to understand that. We the one took that art over there. We the one took the lions over there. That's why you don't even see no lion, because it's not a natural habitat for the lion. So eventually, the one, just like motherfucker bring German shepherds and goddamn Rottweilers from Germany over here, they're not indigenous to here. So a lot of animals from Africa, were brought into Asia. You see what I'm saying? No different that you bring a Doberman Pinscher or any other foreign animal into the land. Now, another key about, man, time be moving so fast. You know what I'm saying? Because but we going to keep dropping, until I feel, and we'll come back part 2. You see what I'm saying? The Canaanite god. You understand what I'm saying? The Phoenician god, because the one thing they say about the Phoenicians, though they were in Africa, the Carthaginians, that the Carthaginians had damn near the same gods as the Phoenicians and the Canaanites. And so you see down here, you see Baal, Baal, and you can look right at him and see that he's a representation of the Pharaoh, and you can see the crown of Upper Egypt on his head. That's Baal. Right there, and you see right there. Now you see the crown of Upper Egypt, and you look at this God supposed to be the God of the Canaanites. You see what I'm saying? Here's another one right there. You can see the 2 plumes, the Ethiopian ostrich feathers, the 2 plumes. I think they call the Atef crown that's worn by Osiris. So we already know we got heavyweight evidence to prove this. You see what I'm saying? We got heavyweight information today to prove this. And so, I went online, and it's another representation of Baal. You see him right there. You understand what I'm saying? With the 8 you understand? You got the crown and that's very significant. They didn't put on the double crown. They put on the crown of Upper Egypt. Okay, that's south. You understand what I'm saying? That's very key. They didn't put on the crown, the double crown of Lower Egypt. because most people know that if you got the crown of Upper Egypt on, you king, period. You king. You ain't got to have, we do this out of respect because you know what I'm saying? But for real, that's why you see Osiris. He got the crown of Upper Egypt on to show you where he come from. Now I went online just to, look up some artifacts and, these is being sold on the internet. I'm not no goddamn fool. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not no goddamn fool. When you look at these damn artifacts that they selling and calling them Carthaginian artifacts, I got one down here. You know what I'm saying? And they selling them on, they say antique Phoenician, Afghan Islamic mosaic glass. Now I don't know what the fuck they put all that shit in there for. You understand what I'm saying? But they showing you where you could get it. But these are supposed to be replicas of Phoenicians. Now, regardless to, I can look at the eye, look at damn lips. You understand? I can even look at the eyebrows because if you study it, look a lot like Best, and they have found, even relics of Egyptian gods and goddesses all through North Africa. You understand what I'm saying? And we have, and that's just fact. And they won't not want to tell you because, I got books where they dug and they call it what it is, African. You understand? These is Africans. They dug up many, many graves and they were African. Now, let me deal with this. Because we getting down tonight. Now we're gonna deal with matter of fact, let me go back up here. We talk about Tassili and Angier. You understand what I'm saying? Tassili and Angier. What is Tassili? If you look up here at the top of this is where they have found rock, cave paintings. You understand? They go back 12,000 BC, probably even earlier than that. But I believe the earliest evidence of peoples in that area probably go, they just don't want it, but they will say 12 to 15,000 BC. Now, what do they, so they got rock, and it has been over 15,000 images that have been found in this area. So it ain't just a couple. You understand what I'm saying? It's many. And so let me go down here and so we can look at some of these because it's shocking what we find there. So why am I talking about Tassili and Angier? Because it proved that Africans was in that area, you understand what I'm saying, long before some damn Europeans or any Asians. And so you see them right there. This is we're talking about 12,000. You understand what I'm saying? BC, look it up, Tassili and Angier. You understand? Look up the Punic Wars. I want y'all to do that now. You understand what I'm saying? And do a little deeper research. If you come to where, keep looking. God damn it, sometimes you find that shit behind words. You don't even know you're going to you keep looking through the words as you studying. Look another word up, okay? And keep looking it up, and you'd be surprised if you keep digging, you're going to find some damn information. And so you see around 12,000 BC, you understand what I'm saying? And it's a differences of, they believe they could tell what period it is because it's supposedly 3 or 4 periods. One from about 10 to 12,000 to 10,000 BC, and then you got another era from about 10,000 to 8,000, and so on and so forth. And so let me come on down. You see again, and we clear that they black. You understand what I'm saying? And that they black. Let me see if I can bring this up. And so this is and so it would be in modern day Algeria, if I'm not mistaken. Again, you can see that they black. You understand what I'm saying? That they got herders, animals, and they even come to a period, I believe when that area was lush, where they were even in vegetation. And so this fucked a lot of people up because they say the lie that they used to tell about the chariot and the wheel that the goddamn Hyksos brought which is a created people that never fucking existed. Go check in with Walter Williams. He'll clearly break that down for you. You understand what I'm saying? They say that the Hyksos bring the chariot and the wheel into Egypt, into Africa. Here you go to Tassili, Algiers, and you see the African riding on the goddamn chariot with wheels. And not only he got 2 damn horses on it, that's a fucking chariot. You understand what I'm saying? He got 2 horses on it. Well, maybe not. Wait a minute. Yeah, it got to be because it got goddamn. I see 4 legs in the front, 4 legs in the back. That's a badass horse. That motherfucker got 8 goddamn legs and shit. You know what I'm saying? But you see right there that we had the wheel, and that's very critical. And that destroys the myth that some goddamn Asians brought some damn wheel and chariots and horses into Africa. Just not true. You see what I'm saying? So right there, when you look at that and you see that Carthage is, I mean, this area, all of this was once a part of Carthage. So you know what I'm saying? There's no way you're going to get around the fact that African people was from all the way north to all the way south. We got to stop the lies today, and we got to fight harder. Too many of y'all is out there on that smoke and mirrors bullshit. Get back to the basics. Get back to the master teachers. If motherfucker ain't, and you know, and we still, it might be some areas where we have to extend the research of our master teacher, but the fucking information is 100. The direction that they brought and the heavyweight information that they brought is 100 fucking percent correct. The little shit that you can find wrong, motherfucker, that shit is a error margin. God damn, you know what I'm saying? Shit, it's gonna be some shit, but you know what I'm saying? They, you know, too many great scholars have already cracked the code on this, and we need to stand on that, quit standing on that poof and puff the magic dragon shit. You see what I'm saying? And so, you know, let me run down, because I most definitely got more than one video. I'm even going on you know, Patreon this evening. Now, this is the particular one that I want to bring up, where they got evidence. This is out of Carthage, Tunisia, Carthage, amulets representing the god Ptah. You see what I'm saying? So and when is this? This is 6th to 4th century BC. You understand what I'm saying? So we see that Egypt is the dominant central figure in all civilization the world over, including Carthage is a little brother. You understand what I'm saying? That grew up to be a big brother. You understand? To many. You see? And so when we look here, we see, you know, that they try to say Phoenician, and, you know, but they leave. I like the way they do that, because once we understand that the Canaanites was black and Ham was, and they brothers in Ethiopia shared all the story, that's all we need. And so when they go here and they say Phoenician and they say the alphabet tree, and they say what come out of Phoenician? The Aramaic. That's the shit they say, Jesus and all, Syriac, Hebrew. You understand what I'm saying? Arabic, Persian. You understand what I'm saying? All this shit, even Greek, Old Hebrew, Proto-Arabic, Southern, and I don't know why the fuck they now they put some bullshit in there, because they trying to steal Africa, and so they get an Ethiopian, and then I hit them on, and God, you my brother, and I love you. But I'm not going to let you get away with that. The Ethiopia to the ancients was Sudan. And I'm not going to let you get away with that so you can Christianize the world with your Roman counterpart. I'm not going to let you do it. So y'all can put up all the Jesuses you want and try to make them black. We know what you're doing. They gave you some stake in the game and you took it. And so they got them at the bottom, even though the true Ethiopian should be at the top. You understand? Because that's where the Phoenician got it from. They got him at the bottom. These are some, wait a minute, can y'all see that? Yeah, y'all can see. They clowning. You understand what I'm saying? So when they get up here and say Canaanite, nigga, that's Egyptian, Ethiopia. Not all that Uritic shit, you can throw that shit in the garbage. They try to put some shit in the game. You understand what I'm saying? To show you some type of damn Euro Arab in there some damn where, you know what I'm saying, as an in-between, which ought not even be there. You understand what I'm saying? Now let me get down here to these Canaanites. So, because this is Phoenicia. You see what I'm saying? The fourth son of Ham, which we already stated was black. We go through all the transgressions where he was cursed. You understand what I'm saying? Here's the curse. Now, I got this right out of Dr. Ben's, the African Origins of Western Religions. You can go in there and get it. This is coming out the Talmud, which is dealing with the Canaanites. And what does it say about Canaan? Now, I cannot beget the fourth son whose children I would have ordered to serve you and your brothers. Therefore, it must be Canaan, your firstborn. He talking to Ham now, whom they enslaved. And since you have disabled me, now this is Noah talking to his own son Ham. You understand what I'm saying? Talking about this, and this motherfucker supposed to be the son of a prophet of God, and he get drunk and fall out butt naked, and his son laugh at him. Some books say he even defiled Noah, sexually defiled Noah, and I'll leave that there. And since you have disabled me doing ugly things in the blackness of night, Canaan's children shall be born ugly and black. See, now this is out the Talmud. You see? Now. Then they'll come in and try to clean that shit up so you don't understand it. You see? Moreover, because you twisted your head around to see my nakedness, see? Your grandchildren's hair shall be twisted into kinks and their eyes red. Again, because your lips jested at my misfortune, theirs shall swell, and because you neglected my nakedness, they shall go naked, and their male members shall be shamefully elongated. That ain't no motherfucking curse. Motherfucker, that's a blessing. What the fuck is you talking about? A curse. That's a motherfucking blessing. And men of this race shall be called Negroes. Therefore, their forefather Canaan commanded them to love theft and fornication, and to be banded together in hatred of their masters and never tell the truth. And so this come out the Talmud. And motherfuckers say we racist, and they sit up here with all these books, with all this racist garbage, and they read it every day. And then don't nobody ever bring up how racist these people is. So this is where you get the Phoenician. This is where because Phoenician come out of Canaan, and the Carthaginians supposedly come out of Phoenicia. You see what I'm saying? And so we inhabitants of Canaan, and so Canaan is the fourth son of Ham and father of Sidon. Now, Sidon was one of the most popular cities in Phoenicia. So I guess after Canaan failed, Phoenicia was the left. It was the descendants of Canaan. They primarily had the same language, same people. You understand what I'm saying? Same religion. You understand what I'm saying? So you see right there, Sidon, which is also a city in Phoenicia. Let me get that. Where is it at? Here we go. Let me bring that down. Well, I could just. Okay, I believe where it was right here. Let me see. Okay, and so we see right here Sidon. You understand what I'm saying? Sidon was also one of the major cities of Phoenicia. And you see right there, Sidon was his firstborn. And this is, and this is where you get Zion. You see, they ain't telling y'all that. And then Jebus, and and Health, and the Jezubah. This is where you get Jerusalem. They're not even telling you that these cities that they ain't even renamed them. Sidon and Zion, and Jerusalem is named after Jebus, which are Canaanites, which are black people. You understand what I'm saying? And that's why when you go in the Bible, when the so-called Israelites go into the land, they commit massive genocide, and God orders them to do these things. You see what I'm saying? So family, today I'm gonna extend this because I got to go over here. I got to go over here and get on Sidewalk. And then I'm going to be over on Patreon with who are the seeds of the devil on the planet Earth. And that's going to be hot. So y'all mother, you got to buckle up for that. You understand what I'm saying? It's going to be hard. But for motherfuckers that need that lesson, you better get it. And when it get, it's a live stream. But when it go up, it's going up on generalseti.com. You know what I'm saying? It's going up on generalseti.com. I got a whole area at SETI University for advanced lessons on the making of the white man. So if y'all want that hard body shit, y'all say, where that at? Nigga, that's where it's at. When y'all looking for that making of the white man, generalseti.com, SETI University is where that's been, uploaded. So family, I'm coming back. I'm coming back on this. I'm not done because, as you can see, I had a lot of information, and I'm liking that. This is, 55 minutes. Let's go on over to Sabra. I'm dealing with Nefertari II, Empress Nefertari II, a wife of Ramesses II the Great. Why am I bringing it up? Because these Arabs is, putting up all these Caucasoid images of all the great ones, and so got to go in there and crack their head on that. You understand what I'm saying? And see and show the greatness. You understand in our African people in our sisters. You understand what I'm saying? The greatness. You understand what I'm saying? Of their ruling and not just, in their rulership. And so let's go on over there, Sarah Sunseti, and check it out. All right, family. This is the General Sarah Sunseti saying, hey, wait a minute. Let me get all the way up in there. Hey. Arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. Get your ass on over there to Sarah Sunseti YouTube page. Black Pop.